We're going to open up Photoshop. So to get Photoshop, we're going to go down here. And what we're going to do is resize our banner size, actually resize our artwork to use as a banner in Google Sites. And to do that, I went ahead and gave you in the lesson, you're going to go to banner size. And if you want to have a cover, large banner, or a large leaderboard, these are the size that you can use. So let's take a look at Google Site. And in Google Site, it gives you these options right here on the bottom. How do you get to Google Sites? You would just go through your email and you go to New, More, and there it is, Google Sites. Click on that. And it opens up a generic layout. So what you want to do is change the heading based on what you preferred. So you have 3 different sizes we're going to use. This is the cover. It gives you a nice large intro artwork that can be the full size of the artwork. You have a large banner, which is a middle size, half of what you just saw. And then you have the banner, which is a basic banner size. So let's open up Photoshop. So I'm going to switch back to Photoshop. Okay. Now we're going to go to File, New. And in File, New, we're just going to go ahead and make sure we're working in pixels. I'm going to create a large banner. So we're going to create a cover. And here's the dimension for the cover. It's already there for you. So 250/60 by 1400. So we're going to go and type in 2560 by 1400. 1440. We're going to keep the resolution at 300 so we have a nice clean, but we're going to reduce this later once we export it and upload it to the site. So let's go ahead and create. So here you have a nice size banner, leads you in. Now if you have the artwork ready to go, you just drag your artwork in and there you have it. So now notice that the artwork might not fit the actual size, so you can drag the artwork to the side. And remember, this is just to show, this is an intro, so it don't have to be fully cropped. So I'm going to hold shift. When you pull, you want to scale from the side. Another way you can scale is go to edit, transform, scale. Okay, same thing. So shift and pull. Okay, and I'm going to drag this up a little bit. Remember, this is just an intro. It's not the full piece. So there I have a nice banner. I'm going to go ahead and hit File, Export As. This way you got to get creative. A PNG. Now PNG, make sure you take notes on the PNG. You're going to use that a lot. It's a high resolution, but it compresses it. And it gives you a transparent background. But there's nothing transparent here. But it gives you a nice rich, notice how the colors pop. So I'm going to hit export. I'm going to give it a name. Okay, and I'm going to title it Ray Paris 1. Put it to my desktop. Now, I want you to get in the habit of creating folders. And I'm going to call this my artwork files. Whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to hit create. And I'm going to put save. Now it's saved. So now it's inside my folder, which is nice and organized. One of the key things I need to see. And hit cover. And I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bigger. And we're going to change the image and upload a background from here. There it is, perfectly aligned. So now, let's say I don't want this and I want to go with a medium size. Notice what happened. It scales, but the artwork is cropped. So what I'm going to do is go into Photoshop. Okay, and you can do 2 things. Since you have it already here, We can go ahead and go to File, Canvas Size, or just go ahead and create a new one. Same process. I'm gonna save this just in case I need to add more banners. So go to File, Save. I'm gonna put it in Art File, and you want to save this as a Photoshop file. So that means if you want to come back and edit this, okay, and let's call this the PSD. That means the Photoshop file, and hit save. So now I have two versions. I don't have to come back. If I go right here and I need to edit this, I'm going to use the Photoshop file to add another graphic in there. I always have my original source. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's create a new, just in case I want to have a medium size. So I go to create new, and we go back here to same format. And what was the process I told you guys? Let's go right here. We're going to create a large banner, which is right here, number 2. So 1360 by 768. Okay, so let's go. 1366 by what? 768 pixels. Remember, you're working in pixels. 300. Hit OK. Now that gave us a nice half. Okay, so same process. Locate the artwork, and I'm gonna get the artwork from my desktop. Bring the artwork in. So same issue. We just bring it over, scale it how you want it to be. Position it up a little bit. Hit enter. And then you go to File. Just to double check, we can always go to Canvas. Make sure you're in inches. So you see, yep, see the sizes are perfect. Okay. And then you go to File, Export, same process. It takes a little time. Export as a PNG. And then you just hit Export. And I'm going to label this Ray Paris, but I'm going to call it number 2. And this is underscore. And the size is, and what's good, you can actually label it by the size 1366 by, and I think it said 768. 768. Okay, and let's hit save. Okay, and then we need to go ahead and save the actual size again. Save as. So you save it as a Photoshop file. All I need to do is click on this again. I know that there's 2, and this will be a PNG underscore PSD. This is a Photoshop file. Save. Just in case I need to go back and edit. So now we go into Google Sites. I'm gonna make that a little bigger. Let's change this image. Upload. And we're gonna go with the PNG file. Okay. So we got it in there. So we go back. Okay, go back here. And then let's go ahead and make a smaller version. Okay, so we just go here. Another way you can do this, you can go to Canvas, go to Pixels, and we're going to make this 400. Proceed. It didn't do anything, so we're going to close this out. And let's go to File, New, and let's make this 400. And hit Create, and there you have it. So now the same concept, drag it in. Now in this one, it's a little different. It might, you got to scale it by holding Shift So you're moving your artwork around. Hit enter. Go to file. Save. Let's first export as. Okay. Okay, perfect. Export PNG. And this one, we're going to give it a name. I'm going to change this to 400. 400. 400. And then that's a PNG file, so I'm going to save that. And I'm going to go File, Save As. Save it in the same folder since we're in 400. And just change that out. Underscore PSD. Hit Save. Hit OK. Now we come back here. Let's change our header type to banner. Let's make it just a little bigger. Change. Select. Upload. And we're going to go to 400. And there you have it. Okay. So now you have that in here. So once you got your titles, you might not want to use this font. You can actually click the font. You can position it where you want it to go. You can align it to the left, just like Microsoft Word. You can change the size if you want right here. Okay. You can change the font. You have all type of fonts you can use. Okay, just by highlighting the font. Okay. Another thing you might want to do is create your layout. So I'm going to go to Insert. And we're going to go ahead and hit Insert. And I'm going to go ahead and change the background color. Okay, because I want it to be black. So to do that, very simple. Just go in Photoshop. Hit New. And we're going to go ahead and change the color to be black right here in the beginning. And we can make this a little bigger. And I'm going to hit OK. So we have a nice black shape we can use. I'm going to go ahead and File, Save As. Matter of fact, we're going to not do it that way. We're going to go to File, Export As. This gives us a nice black background. Okay. It says the background is empty. Let's drop something in there. And let's just to give it the illusion. Hit enter. Select all. Select all. And then we're going to go ahead and hit fill. Edit. Make sure we got a rasterize. You see when you see this little image right here, that's a smart object. So smart object holds this resolution. So we're gonna turn it into pixels and then we're gonna go to hit fill. That's why we couldn't see. We're gonna fill that black. Now it's good to go. Export as. Should show something perfect. And then we're gonna call that black. Okay, good. So now we have a black background. So I'm going to go right here and hit select, and I'm going to import, upload my black background and drop it right in there. So it gives it a nice illusion. Now, I want to add a photo here, okay, of myself or a video. Okay, so what I'm going to do is notice that the dimension is a little different here. Okay, so we need to create the illusion of a perfect square. Okay, so I'm going to go to File. Let's go back here. File, Open. And I think I have a file here. It's called Web. Paris Web, there it is. And I think I have a photo. Here it is. I'm gonna open this up and see. Okay, so see the shape of his like a rectangle? If we go back in here, see, it's a rectangle shape. Okay, so the dimension of this rectangle is, if I go to image size, is like right here. It gives you a pretty big 1392 by 8. So you got a nice perfect rectangle. But the issue is, if I put this photo, let me show you what's going to happen. If I add, upload the photo, let's go here and find that photo somewhere. Go to Paris. Let's say we upload this photo right here. Look what happens. See, it formats to the photo. So we need to create the illusion that the image needs to be right in the center. Because if I scale it, it's not going to work. Because it's going to scale at a perfect rectangle. See? And then it's going to throw things off because, so we want to make sure it's perfectly aligned. So to do that, you want to bring the image in. So I'm going to do this. Okay. To do this, what you want to do is go ahead and bring the photo in. New World. Paris. Drop the photo in. Scale the photo. Position it centered. Okay. Depends on how big you want it to be. It doesn't matter. Hit enter. I know that it's centered. The background is transparent. I'm going to rasterize. Again, turn it into an image. Okay. Now all I have to do now is go to File, Export as PNG. Perfect. And it's set. I'm going to call this test. Ray Paris test, just to get you an idea. Okay, good. So now we go right here. Click the little 3 dots. Upload from art tests, and bam. Nicely fit, perfect. You can see the whole thing. Okay. So now you have your text. Welcome. This would be, a little quick little introduction. Hi, whatever. Okay. So you have that first intro page ready to go. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and lay out your photo. Maybe you want to have, once they come to your page, you want to have maybe some samples. Maybe this could be graphic work. This could be paintings. Maybe this is drawings. Maybe this is print. Or sculpture, 3D. Maybe you have 3D work. Okay. So when they come, a little verbiage, you can put some keywords on the top, and these will be images. Once you click on the link, it takes them to these specific galleries. Again, we go here, upload the background, black, boom. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to pause here. I'm going to let you get to work. The first thing we want to do is design this first page. Once your page is done, this is the trick. We're going to duplicate the page and give it a new name. And we're going to call it gallery. Okay. And there you have now a gallery page where you can change this background out, change things around, maybe delete this part. Now when they come, your galleries are all set, ready to go. We can actually duplicate. Let's go and duplicate that. So now look how easy that is. You have sample works, ready to go that they can see. Okay. When you want to view it, you can just go here and see what it looks like on a bigger screen. Okay. You want to get back, you just exit out and you're back in edit mode. So I'm going to stop the video here and let you get to work. Let's continue working on our first home page.